Business, a person's occupation, profession, or trade. Connection, a relationship in which a person or idea is linked or associated with something else. Welcome to Business Connection. Each week, our program will offer inspiration to navigate the business world. Information you can use to succeed in any field. And we will help you focus on your goals. Join us now for Business Connection with your host, B.C. Clark.
Welcome to the Business Connection. I'm your host, B.C. Clark. As you know, I interview business owners across the state. And it's my pleasure today to have Terri Smieja, who is the owner of Itex and Cinderellas Gowns. And most of you probably know who she is. If you have a teenager into high school, they've probably gotten a gown from her. But Terri, welcome to the show.
Thank you, BC, for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's always so good to have you. So talk about Itex, and then we'll get into the gowns, which I know everyone is wanting to know about.
Okay, Itex is a trade and bartering community of entrepreneurs that trade their services or products within the system. What we simply do is help them save cash off the bottom line, help them scale their business, have a better life, more of it. There's so many facets to Itex. Just tell me what's most important to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I always, wondered how it worked at one time. But tell me how you got into bartering, to forming the company.
I love it. Back in 1980s in San Antonio, Texas, I had just opened up a direct mail company. Didn't have the cash flow you need to open a company, as most of us don't. So I wanted to trade for a copier, and they didn't want what I had, but they introduced me to the Barter Club, and they said, join it, we'll trade with you, and then the rest is history. The cool part, I met my husband. We had that a $17,000 wedding. We traded $15,000 of the wedding. Made me a true believer, a fan of barter. And then he said, we're moving to Nebraska.
So wait a minute, I want to make sure I got that right.
Yep.
And I want to make sure they heard it right as well.
Okay.
It was a $17,000 wedding. And because of bartering, you only had to pay $2,000.
Correct.
Wow.
This was putting his entire family from Minnesota up in hotels, rental cars, the dinner, the water park afterwards. We had a blast, and it was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And it was paid for when it was over, so there was no debt.
No debt.
That is my goal, no debt.
No debt.
Right.
That's amazing.
Right.
So tell us, who are some of the types of businesses, I should say, that are in, are members in this, so that people that might want to join and
understand. Okay. So we have the whole gambit: the dentist, the attorney, the restaurant, the catering company, the carpet cleaning.
All industries.
All industries.
Oh, wow. Yep. And I think people didn't realize that. So it's in all industries.
Correct.
And you see something because you have to be a member in there to know what's in there, right?
We're membership based.
Yes, so it's a membership based. And then, and we can talk about that later, but as a member, you have access to all of whatever industry, plumbing, electricians, whatever it is that you need. And a lot of times, you probably have something that they need.
I do. So here's what's the cool part about it. I'm a franchise. There's offices all over the United States. That means if you trade local and you're going to Minnesota, you could go out to dinner in Minnesota with your trade credits. The biggest tickets are our travel. I sent a auto detailer, first time ever, to Bahamas for a family of 6 last September. So it was a magical moment because, we're talking like $4,000 to $6,000 that you get to trade out, and that's cash you get to keep in your pocket. You just have to do another extra auto detailing.
Wow. It's
amazing.
It's amazing, and it's great on both sides.
Correct.
That's a good thing. Wow. And you've been doing this how long, Terri?
I'm on my 25th year of operating. So I've got beautiful stories. I've now seen the kids that were little, I'm putting together their weddings. I see the grandchildren now. I get their birthday parties.
That's amazing.
It's unlimited of what we've been able to do for companies here on a local
And
basis.
families, that's amazing.
Correct. And, guess what I got yesterday? I got a Mercedes in to trade off. I just need the pictures to put it out. So I'm excited about the Mercedes. So,
What year is it?
right? I think 2012.
2012?
Yeah.
Well, they never get old, so.
Right. Yeah, it's white, 4-door. No, so I'm excited about that.
Oh my gosh.
I get excited about the fun things.
Exactly. I mean, and you know, and I mean, heck, somebody can trade that off or whatever.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That would be, so it's lucrative on both sides. You know, I mean, you're both winning.
It is. And then Valentine's is next week. So we have the diamonds, the furs, the dinner outs, the entertainment tickets, haunted house this weekend, Cupid's Killer. So in Glenwood, Iowa. So there's so many fun things. So I like it when somebody calls in and we get to make recommendations, and then we send them on their way. They are so excited that we answered the phone.
Yes.
And
Oh man, that's so good.
Made their life different.
And I think, you know, you've done that along, and I know that you were, I just want other people to know, but I think what's really nice, you love what you do.
I do.
And
I
people
do.
feel that.
I
You know,
love
you're,
my people.
You're genuine. You're
Yes,
genuine. You're very genuine, and it comes off, you know, when you're dealing with people, and you're always happy. That's
Girl,
that's
what's
the
there
other
not
thing.
to be happy about? Yeah.
That's the other thing, you know. And I think that a lot of times when people are in business, they, you know, they're cringing, especially after the pandemic. People are, you know, they're cringing. They don't know customers, and they want to over please the customer, and it's just so. It's a different world
It
when
is.
it comes
And
to that.
Yeah, I think we got right-sized, or, you know, in our head, in our thinking, in our processes.
Yeah, it
That's
is. But you
important.
know, Terry, I'll say this about you and your companies, that you're always giving. You give all the time. And I don't know if people know that or not, but I mean, when it comes to Cinderellas gowns, I know that you have dressed so many young girls who could not afford a gown.
That's
and
right.
you go and have a whole gym full of gowns, and they just pick. It's almost make you cry. They are able to pick whatever
Yes.
gown that they want.
This Friday is the Starlight Special Need Girls pageant. And we supplied, I think, about 18 girls their dresses.
Wow.
So I'm really excited because they're the happiest people I've ever seen.
Yes,
It's like,
But
it's just
because you know what,
very
a lot of
rewarding.
times people don't treat them kind,
Right.
and they don't always take care of them and things like that. So when that happens to them, they're happy, you know, and you bring the smiles. So I mean, I think
Thank
that's
you.
what is really important about your business. I sometimes think about that, and I'm always saying to myself, you know, Terri is happy, and that's why her business is thriving.
It is.
But mostly because you're a giver.
You know,
You can't outgive him.
you can't outgive him.
No.
No, that's right. So he will
And you're always
provide.
giving, and so
Yeah.
the more you give, the more you're going to receive. And I would have to say that's what I, you know, respect and love about your company.
you. Thank
Because
you.
a lot of people today, you know, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But when you do that, you cut off his hands and he can't bless you.
Oh, it'll come back, you know.
So when you got to give,
Now,
and
I want
give
to
and
do
give,
an
it comes
announcement
back.
for March 12th.
Yeah.
We're
Talk loud and look in that
partnering.
camera.
We're partnering up with Foster Love to give away dresses to foster girls
Oh.
on March 12th. So
March
just
12th.
reach out to Foster Love,
Okay.
and we're going to be the provider for the dresses. So we're really excited about that one.
Yes. Oh, you didn't say that loud enough, so say that again.
Okay, Foster Love on March 12th, we will be giving away a free dress to the foster girls that are in the system.
Oh, wow.
So, and then we'll have other things there, you know, hairdressers and shoes. We'll also give shoes. You gotta have
Yes.
shoes to go with the dress.
And you have jewelry too.
Yeah.
I know because I was just there Saturday, or Friday.
And
It
you
was
got a pair of
Thursday,
earrings.
And I got a pair of earrings.
Right, so
And thank you very much. That dress was amazing.
you rocked it.
It was so different for me. You know, I'm not used to. Anyway. For
What'd
the
the
ball,
ladies say?
They loved it.
Okay,
Yeah,
of
it was
course.
great. I was running against. There was an African event,
Okay.
so you know they have the best.
Oh.
They have the best gowns.
To the T.
and they look so good in their stuff.
I bet. Yeah.
So they gave me compliments on mine, but theirs were like, I was like, okay.
You
thank
didn't
you.
want the bling bling, remember? I
I
get the
know.
bling bling.
I don't think I can even get into it, but for the ball, I want something slinky.
Okay.
Just saying. I
Okay.
want something slim, 5
Okay.
million, 20.
And we're going to be giving back to the program. Any woman that is going, renting their dress from us will be giving a check back to
So
the
let me
scholarships.
just say this right now.
Okay.
I just told you about how she gives, okay? So this is really important. MOWBC is a nonprofit, and it's an organization that educates women in business, professionals. We also, and moms who stay at home, we have a support group for everybody. The other thing too is that we have young entrepreneur girls that we're also building them by doing personal development, professional development. Their program is an 18-week program. The women's is a 10-week program.
Wow.
Where they learn business from startup to launch.
Wow,
okay?
that's awesome.
And so every year we do one fundraiser,
Okay.
and that's the ball. We have a masquerade ball, and it's for our startup assistance grant to our emerging women entrepreneurs. We have 2 candidates this year.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they'll be receiving their grant award, which is like $1,000, whatever,
Right,
whatever our budget says. And
So let's
Terri,
give.
so if you need a gown for that event, please go to Cinderellas Gowns. It's in Ralston. What's your address in Ralston?
7631 Main Street.
7631 Main Street. Okay, that is where you go to rent your gown for the ball that's coming up on the 4th of March and any other event that is coming up in Omaha this year.
Right.
You go there.
Okay,
And when
yeah.
you go there, even if it's in January, tell them you're doing it for MOWBC. I'm just kidding.
Write the check.
Yeah,
write the
just
check.
write this MOW. But and she's going to do whatever proceeds some of that to us. So thank you very much for
You're
that.
welcome.
That's awesome. So let's talk now a
Okay.
little bit about Cinderella's gowns.
Okay. Cinderellas has 6,000 gowns on premise in stock.
Yes.
So typically, when you have those girls out there buying them online, they come in the day before, it didn't fit,
Yep.
wrong color, blah, blah, blah. Cinderella's there for you.
Yes.
We'll make sure you get that dress that day, walk out with it, shoes, jewelry,
And they
whatever.
fit you. So they make sure that the gown looks good on you. See, and that's what I really love about it. And Terri has an eye. She has an eye
you.
for detail, and she has an eye for feeling what you're feeling in these dresses. So she can look at you and say, I think this will work for you. And you put it on, all of a sudden you love it. She's done it to me for the last 10 years. So I know that she has that eye about what works good on different body sizes and also on how you feel in that gown. So that's a really good thing. And that's, everybody don't have that eye.
Oh, thank
You
you.
know,
I was, I love fashion.
You love fashion.
In high school, I sewed prom dresses for the girls. I got paid to sew their
To
dresses.
sew their dresses.
Of course, I took my money and bought a dress
Yeah.
because of the last one, the day before.
Yeah.
So that was always been a passion. I love sewing. My mom taught me since I was in the 2nd grade.
Oh, wow.
So and then I studied art and colors in college. So I have a lot of background
Yeah.
experience
That's what it
with
is.
that.
Yeah, so you have the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding
Of what
it.
fits
Yeah,
the
of what fits
body.
and what looks good on people.
Yeah, when I was being short, my dresses, I had to always sew them, always fix them to make sure they're going to fit me.
Yes.
But the cool part about Cinderella's, we have the size 0 to 36. The wide range
Wide
of
range.
sizes. This is when other stores won't carry those.
That's right, and
sizes.
all types of gown. I mean, when she said 6,000, don't just say, oh, no. Every size, every character, every color, because you have every color in there.
Right.
There's no missing of color of gown in every style.
I hope not. Then that means it doesn't exist, right?
Exactly. So you have to, so go to Cinderella's Gowns, 7631
Main Street.
Main Street in Ralston. And you'll be amazed. And just check out the hours,
We'll
what
do
is
private
hours?
appointments.
They do
If the
private
hours don't
appointments?
fit, there are very limited hours for walk-in only for those that can't make an appointment.
Right.
But then we'll make a private appointment for the girl, whatever, especially a lot of high school girls are in sports.
Right.
Our store will close, but moms will call me. I said,
You
I'll stay
accommodate.
late.
Yeah.
We'll get you in. We'll get you in on Sunday. What do we need?
Right.
Let's take care of your
Yes.
little girl.
And I think that that's really cool. That's really important that people feel, but they feel
They
that,
feel the
Terri.
love.
They do. And that's what it is. They feel the
Yeah.
love because,
Yeah.
you're so like, and you'll be here one minute with the 2 gowns in your hands and you give that to the person. By the time they say, well, I'm not sure this, you have 2 more that you're there to say,
Absolutely.
oh, try these,
The lady goes, well, you don't give up. I said, no, there's a lot of dresses in there. It's not the easiest to go through the racks because we cram
Yeah.
them in.
Yeah.
We just rather have the selection.
And you do.
I know what's in there.
Yeah,
and, you know,
you do. It's amazing because you do. No, did you look in that corner?
I'll go get it. Don't worry.
That's so
Wait a
funny
minute.
to me when you say that, and it's like, because I knew I was going to leave with a dress. I didn't know,
Right.
but I knew I was going to leave with
The
one.
BC's so bad, she covered the day before.
I am.
She's just so assured that we're going to have that dress for her.
Well, and you do.
Yeah.
You've never failed me.
There, thank you. Thank you.
And I love that because, sometimes you know how busy people are, and how, I'm always doing this or that or the other. And sometimes I just don't. And I mean well.
Oh, no, we get it. We are for the busy businesswoman.
Yeah.
Let's get you in, get you out. The place is not crowded. If you get that private
it's not.
appointment, it's just you.
And you really give a person a chance to really look and see how they look in that dress. And you always have all the matching things to go with it. Like, see, these earrings. Oh, this, what do you call that shawl? Oh, this shawl will go good.
The
Because I
wrap,
don't like
the
my arms.
cover-up,
She's
the
always
purse.
protecting my arms every year. Haven't you?
You're telling
You
all your
always-
secrets.
I don't care. I want them to know, though, because you're compassionate about making sure
Yeah.
that when they leave with that gown, that they feel good in that gown. And that's
Absolutely.
what I'm getting over to them, so I don't mind sharing that. But you was like, oh, I got something to cover that up.
Right.
And I would walk around with that all night, wouldn't I?
You're right.
Looking fabulous.
Yep. There you go.
So I love that. But yeah, I wanted you on because, you do so many good things.
Thank
And
you.
I wanted people to know, people that don't know you, they probably heard of you but never knew you. So go
Right.
back a little bit and talk about Terri a little bit.
Whoa, Terri was born that far? Honolulu, Hawaii.
Sure, we got a few
I was an Army brat, lived in Hawaii, Germany, North Carolina, Arizona, so I adapted well to people. And when you move every year to a brand
My
new
kids
school,
did too. 'Cause we
you
were
need
military.
to just jump in there. If it's not about what town you moved in, it's your attitude towards the town
Exactly.
for them to receive you.
Yes.
And for you to know them. So you got to open yourself up. So that's always been my upbringing, just adapting to different people. I don't have any lifelong friends
yeah.
because I
'Cause you
don't
move
know
so much.
anybody.
Yeah.
I left them all behind. But here I am in Omaha 25 years.
Wow.
25 years. So this is probably the longest I've ever lived anywhere in my life.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool town.
It looks good on you.
Thank you. I wear it well.
You've been yes, you do. You do.
Yeah.
And you've been in Ralston for all that time, or did you live in other parts of Omaha?
No, my
Nebraska.
office used to be not too far from there, 84th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a client, her and I, we collaborated and we bought that building that we're
okay.
in on Main Street.
Yeah.
And very successful woman, Carol Cole, and she taught me a lot about real estate. And then when we paid off our building in 10 years because of the fact that we took our renter's money and paid off the
The
building.
building, yes.
And so real smart. And then I bought her out 2 years ago because it was time.
Yeah.
To cut those
That's
strings.
awesome.
And so
Yeah.
we're still friends, and she's still my Itex client.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had clients that long. Yeah,
Yes.
For
That's amazing. I got to make sure that I have you. We do talking on another note now. Nebraska Enterprise Fund. We do the from startup to success. And we have 3 panels. We have a panel of business owners 1 to 5 years. The second panel is like 6 to 13 years or 15 years, and then that third panel is those that are over 20 years.
Okay, old wise one, huh?
Yeah, and you're amazed at
I
how
didn't
many
even
people.
age.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay.
And it's amazing how when people in the audience are asking questions, they're really interested in the ones who've been in business the longest.
Oh, all our trials.
And that's what we want you to tell them, because each panelist gets like 5 or 10 minutes to talk about some of their struggles, their successes, and where they are today. And usually one of the questions is, how did you get to a sustainability where you've lasted this long? So that's one question. So I'll be
Okay.
calling on you for that. That's in October.
Oh, for sure.
Okay? Yes. October 20th.
Did they all find out it
2023.
was our greatest successes because of our failures? And we made enough money to survive it. So-
Well, and a couple of them have talked about that. They was like, if you never fail, how do you know you can be successful?
That's right. That's
So
right.
I think those are good lessons. And
The hard lessons.
yeah, and some people that are there that's not even at 5 years saying, oh, I hope I can make it. But they're listening at the people that are talking that have been in it 20 to 25 years too. So anyway, we'll talk about that. Now,
Okay.
so what events do you have coming up besides March 12th, where we're going to be doing Foster Girls?
BC, I have so many events. This Sunday is Millard South High School. We do a program where the school sponsors a prom pop-up store at their school.
Oh, that's so fun.
And they provide the volunteers. It's strictly run by volunteers, me and my husband. And then we show up. We give them 25% of the gross revenue.
Oh, that's
We'll do the
amazing.
marketing. We'll, contact all the other schools and put signs up, etc. That's this Sunday. Plattsmouth is we're February 26th. Then we have Central High School. That's the newest one, March 10th. Elkhorn High School is March 4th.
You keep it in your head.
Because you better.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's on a calendar.
Yeah,
I review
I know it is. I know it is.
because we have to
It's just the
coordinate.
fact that you can roll them off.
Make sure the truck's there, you have the dresses, and there's
Yes.
usually 12 to 1,500 dresses that we will roll out for the girls. And Central School it's really exciting because of the fact that they don't have transportation, so we're going to do it right after they get out of school.
Oh.
So this will be new, so I'm excited about that.
About
I'm
that.
always excited about anything. Like,
Yeah.
hey, let's try this, let's do it, just call
well,
me.
and that's so fun,
Yeah.
and for them too, that they can be a part of that.
Right.
That's amazing because
And they get that money that we cut the check for their post-prom parties. So this way, they can afford the DJ or the entertainment or
Right.
somebody.
because that's
in.
expensive anymore. I
Ooh.
remember at one time we used to pay like $500 for just two,
The whole thing, shebang, in the gym.
not no more.
So, yeah, I remember ours was in the gym.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a DJ. I think there was a little record player.
Yeah. I was trying to keep that out of there, a little bit. It's like, who's
Right.
the DJ? But I think that's really fun. Well, there's so much that you do that I'm just wanted to have you in here so people could find out exactly what
thank
you
you.
do. And they could, bring some, visibility to Itex, which is a bartering company. And, that,
Correct.
if people do a lot of traveling or whatever industry they're in, it would make sense for you to be a member of Itex. Because as you just heard in the beginning of the show, that for her $17,000 wedding 25 years ago, she only paid $2,000.
Right.
It was $17,000 that happened with all the stuff that she had to do.
Oh, yeah.
Putting up relatives, hotels, the theme park, all of that.
Catering.
The caterers, $17,000 wedding, and she only had to pay $2,000 because she was a member of Itex. So. That's
And then
a
I
good
bought
reason.
the franchise
And then
because
you bought
I'm like,
the
oh my God,
franchise,
this is fantastic.
Bought the building. Now she's
And the beautiful part is I had 5 children.
Yeah.
Between him and I, we had 5 children. So we did their dentistry, their orthodontics, their
Sure.
starter cars.
all
their
of that through
Everything.
Itex.
I mean, kids are expensive.
Yeah,
Let
they
me
are.
I don't
They
know how
are.
people do it. Every time
they're
you
half
turn
doing
around,
it
there's
because
a
they can't do
fee.
it. They're doing what they can, but they're probably not doing it the way that.
You can,
Yeah, so-
so. And now I have 2 sons that own a franchise.
Isn't that weird?
In Texas. They grew
Wow.
up with it. They went skiing on trade. They just
Wow.
learned the art of
Of
doing
it.
it. So they own San Antonio, Texas, and Austin, Texas.
Oh, my son's in Austin. I have to tell you.
Really?
Yep,
Our
he's
capital.
GM for Marriott.
Okay.
Marriott International.
Yep.
He was just in Colorado, but now they moved last year.
Which son is that?
I only have one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he moved.
Yeah,
Okay.
he never was. Well, he was here, but oh God,
Yeah.
he hasn't lived here for like 20 years.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
been a while. I guess we
Probably
should talk.
Yes, I was almost
family.
gonna say, oh, need something, my grandson, but I forgot.
Right.
No, yeah, he hasn't been here. They haven't been here for.
Okay.
They've been everywhere. They moved from Colorado. That was the last place they were. They were in Colorado, and then they're over there in Austin now.
Okay.
'Cause I just have the one son and two girls,
Oh, Lord, it's hot
and
out
he has a twin. You know that.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, but yeah, they're all doing good, and so I'll have to tell him, hey, Itex is there. Terry's not, but Itex, because
There
he
you
remembers you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Good.
But thank you so much for
You're
coming
welcome.
tonight
Oh
and
my gosh.
today.
When you asked me, I was so honored. I mean, I'm
Oh.
like, BC asked me. I thought, and you remember how I told you when he came to my store, we announce you.
Yeah, that was too funny. I was like, thank you, Lord. But anyway,
I just like to have fun, BC. I'm like, if you're not
You do,
laughing,
and you do it
you know,
well.
you gotta laugh.
you do have to laugh. Well,
Yeah.
I know that we have at least brought some visibility to you because you're a powerful woman and
Thank
you
you.
do so much for the whole community. So I just wanted to highlight you. And,
Well, you
and,
make us feel great. Thank you.
Yes, you deserve it.
That's
So thank you guys for joining us today. This is Terri Smieja. She owns Itex, a bartering company that's right there in Ralston. She also owns Cinderellas gowns that she's always giving away to those who can't afford them.
That's right,
But
call
she's
me.
a wonderful person. I just want to make sure you knew about those two companies that she owns and that she is such a prolific giver. So thank you again for being here, Terri.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Really appreciate you. And listen, thank you for being here as well. So we'll see you next time.